Hey guys, welcome back to Sip and Dip with Chelsea. Today I am trying out that really trendy, beautiful peekaboo glitter design. I practiced on my other nails, as you can see, and lessons were learned. So I will share with you guys what I learned during this video. I also want to give a special shout out to Melissa's Manis. She has a phenomenal tutorial on this design and it was really helpful. So if you're not already following her, please go check out her channel. She has some of the most unique manicures that I've ever seen. Her brain is just brilliant. I can't say enough amazing things, so go check her out if you're not already following. We are also celebrating having 9,000 of y'all here, and I am blown away. I am so grateful, and I am also grateful for Shameless Nails because they are sponsoring today's giveaway. They are giving one of y'all the chance to win this entire mini Celebrate 2 collection. So many gorgeous, beautiful glitters here, and I will share with y'all how to win at the end of the video. So I'll be using the 1 Year Shameless glitter. It's a really beautiful rose gold glitter. So much dimension. It's so gorgeous. And I'll also be using Erica from Rebel Nail. As Melissa mentioned, this is a translucent pink and it's also buildable, so it works really great with this design. I'm going to be using Sparkle & Co.'s liquids. This is not the low scent liquid, it's just their mainline set, and I'll explain more at the end of the video on why I did not use the low scent liquids because I did try using them. So I've already got my peel base on, and to start we're going to do just the glitter up here at the top of my cuticle area. This is something that Melissa mentions in her video. Again, I'm going to reference her 100 times, but I do want to give credit where credit is due, and then we're going to lay our nail flat into the glitter. So I'm going to use this kind of like a paintbrush, and I'm going to start up at my cuticle area to make sure that I have a clean line up there and then sort of drag it down. I really just want it to be uneven. I don't want it to look perfect, sort of like an ombre effect, except we're only going to be painting it up at that top area. Then I'm just tapping the glitter to get those big pieces on the top and lay my nail flat into the powder. Now I'm going to tap down all of the glitter, make sure nothing is sticking up, everything is laying flat, and with my toothpick I just clean up anything that might be on my skin, just rearrange the glitter pieces a little bit, and then evaluate to see if I need to add anything to it. Once it's dry, then I dust it off, and I am going to do some hand placing, just a few little pieces up there at the top, right at my cuticle area, because I want those to be prominent when I do this design because that will still be peeking through. So with my base liquid, I'm just going to tap it onto a few little spots that look bare, and then hand place some of those glitter pieces. So it's very important to make sure that this is dry before dusting it off because you don't want to scrape off any glitter. And now I'm going to scrub off all of that excess glitter so I don't contaminate this shade here. So now we can start with Erica. So next up is building up an apex. So this apex isn't actually going to be for strength, but so that we can build up opacity. So we're going to slowly build up our layers so that we can kind of get that covered peekaboo effect. So I'm going to do just a little strip down the center and barely get some of them on that glitter, and that's going to be our first layer. Once it's dry, then I dust everything off and we'll start on our second layer. So this second layer is going to go a little bit further to the sides and then a little bit further back on top of the glitter. I really love how artistic this design is because no two nails are going to look the same. It's kind of like an ombre. So don't stress if it doesn't look quote unquote perfect because it's not meant to be. That's what's so beautiful about doing your nails at home. So I really hope you'll give this design a try because it really is something unique and fun and different. So once it's dry, I dust everything off, and then we're going to do our last and final layer of Erica. So our last layer is kind of like an encapsulating layer. So we will go all the way over to the sides, all the way back towards our cuticle area. So this will be a full coverage dip, but this is it. I'm not gonna do clear on top because I'm kinda gonna file and buff through this on purpose. So that way we still see the glitter back at the cuticle area, but it does build up more pink on the rest of the nail. Once it's dry, I scrub all of that excess powder off, and here is the final look. So now we can solidify. So this is my activator. I'm just going to apply a very generous layer of this to the nail, and we really want to go over it really well to make sure it cuts through all of that product and hardens it so we can file, shape, and buff. So in 2 minutes, now that they're dry, I'm gonna show you guys during this video how I file. Please excuse my used and abused nail file. This is Macart. It's a 100/180 grit, but I've really been enjoying using the 180 grit side to do my free edge because I do have a round shape. I feel like it gives a softer look than the 100 grit side does. So once I'm happy with going around on my free edge, just making sure I get my shape back, then I'm going to use it across the entire top surface of the nail. So I want to make sure that I cut through some of that bulk on my sidewall area. So that's where I focus first. So I go around on my sidewall across the top surface, but I want to make sure that I don't lose that shape on the top. So I really do cut down mostly on the sides around my cuticle area, and then just give it a all over even surface. So this is what I was mentioning earlier when I only did that one layer of Erica, because I want to file through it up at the glitter so that you can really see it peek through. So now that I'm happy with my filing, I grab my buffing block and just smooth out the entire top surface of the nail. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm gonna stop there and dust off all of the excess powder and then activate. So with my solidify, I'm gonna apply a very generous layer of this to the entire nail, then let that sit for a full 2 minutes before top coat. So I've got my Glossy Coat 2.0 here. I'm gonna do a few quick strokes as my first layer and then go in for a more detailed second coat. So after a few seconds have passed, I go in for my second layer, and this one is more detailed, more precise, making sure I don't get it on my skin. And then I let that dry for about 5 to 10 minutes. So let's chat on why I did not use this low scent liquid during the video. So I did use it during my practice nails, and what I found was it's really not the best option to do a slow drying liquid with this design, because when I dipped into that glitter, there were some sparse areas, but it just never wanted to dry. And that's not the product's fault. It's because there was no powder for it to absorb into. I didn't want to re-dip in clear. I didn't want to lay my nail into the glitter because I didn't want it to be too bulky at my cuticle area. So I waited like 10 minutes for it to dry, and unfortunately it just kind of stayed tacky. So what happened was when I dipped into Erica, then it really clouded over a lot of that glitter, which is why it's so covered and not as much peekaboo. So this is why I grabbed the mainline sparkle liquids, because they are on the faster drying side, which is perfect for this design because you don't have to worry about having any sticky or tacky areas in your glitter and having it cloud over like I did. So I grabbed this sugar cookie cuticle oil from Candy Skincare in honor of my last sugar cookie video, and it is so spot on, y'all. It smells just like sugar cookies. So I'm just adding a little bit to all of my nails, rub it all back in to give them some moisture, and then I like to rub all of the excess on my hands. So thank you for making it to the end of this video, and in honor of having 9,000 of y'all here are the entry rules to the giveaway. So all you have to do is just make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and then please comment down below and let me know how to reach you. So whether that be your email address or your Instagram handle, just so that I can get your address information and ship you your prize. So thank you again so much for being here, for supporting my channel. I never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that this would ever be a thing for me, and I wouldn't be here without y'all. So thank you again. We are fast approaching 10K, so I am gonna start working on that giveaway as well. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. I am not 100% sure if I even did it right, but I could never have done this design without Melissa. So again, thank you, Melissa, for your amazing tutorial. I hope y'all have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.